Welcome to A&B Horror Movies. I'm Aaron, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by Ricky Umberger today. Ricky, welcome.
Thanks for having me on. It's good to be back, man. Good to see you again.
Yes, to have you on again. This is fantastic. So I have you on to talk about your brand new film, The Man with the Black Umbrella.
What if you're right? What if this is true?
Congratulations. It's absolutely fantastic. Scary as hell. Oh my gosh, I was telling you before we started recording, but you are an absolute genius when it comes to
Oh
creating
boy.
jump scares, scary moments. I watched it with the lights out. Wow, that's all I'm
You
gonna say.
you watched it in the right environment. That's good. This was a little more subdued, a little more of a slow burn, but I'm glad it kind of climaxed into something that, you found creepy.
Yes, I love the slow burn quality of it because I knew as I'm watching it, I was like, this was going to end badly. And it sure does. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to chat with you about it. But before we get to that, for those who are watching, you are a director, a writer, a producer, an actor, an editor. You wear so many hats and you've
That,
created such fantastic films. I just got to show these off. The Fear Footage trilogy, still my favorite physical media releases to date.
uh,
These are just fantastic.
I appreciate.
Um,
I gotta stand out somehow. Being an independent, you got to do
yeah.
something to grab attention.
Oh my God. And you're killing it, if you ask me. And of course, Project Eerie, which was your fourth film. And this was the first time we got a little bit of a glimpse of the man with the black umbrella.
That's true.
So let's jump right into it. So for the man with the black umbrella, like I mentioned, we first saw him in Project Eerie. My first question for you is, what was the inspiration for this villain? And when you filmed Project Eerie, did you know you were going to make a full-length movie based on this individual?
So, so the inspiration's kind of weird. It may not seem like it was the inspiration, but so I follow a lot of like true crime stuff in real life when it's happening, like
Oh,
stories and
yikes. Yeah, yeah.
so so I don't know if you remember, I think it was 2022, there was those the kids out in Idaho that were stabbed to death in their house, four of them, and that Brian Koberger was the guy who did
Oh,
it.
yeah. Oh my God,
Okay.
yes.
So I was enamored with that story because he was they couldn't they were it was like a manhunt for like 40 days, so it was just a very interesting thing and details. It was creepy as hell.
Oh
So
my God, yeah.
so I thought like, well, what if the house had like a ring camera on the back of it, and you like saw him come in, you heard the murders, and then saw him leave? That would have been so creepy. But then I was like, well, what would make the story like even
Mhm.
weirder? Like if he had like an umbrella to disguise himself. So I just did that to put it to space up the stories of Project Eerie. It wasn't intended to be anything bigger. And luckily in Project Eerie, you don't actually see my face as I'm going in with the umbrella because that was me doing it. Because I had like a totally
Oh.
different mask on, it would have kind of ruined everything. So so I just came up with that little thing like, man, that would be so creepy if you could see it, hear it.
Yeah.
And then it just got thrown in between. And then I thought, I just wanted to try my hand at like a character, like a Freddy Krueger or something like that. Because found footage,
Mhm.
I don't think really has a lot of those. There's like
No,
the,
you're
the
right.
clown the clown in Hell House maybe is a little bit of in that, but there isn't
But
like
yeah, that clown's not the lead though. Maybe
yeah,
Leslie
yeah,
Vernon and
yeah.
Behind the
So
Mask, but not a villain per se,
yeah,
right?
there's not really
Hmm.
any of them. So I was, and there's not really, I guess you can consider as kind of a slasher. He's a slasher a little bit.
Yeah, I think
Um,
so. And there's so much more you could do.
yeah, yeah,
Sequels. I'm getting
I
ahead of
know.
myself. So this is your fifth film. and you sort of talked about it a little bit. It's about a home invasion, and a double murder, and all you see is the footage of a man with a black umbrella entering and leaving the home and then disappearing into the night. I'm getting chills. What an amazing premise. So this is your fifth film. What would you say was different this time around? Are there lessons learned from your previous films that you applied to this one?
Yeah, this was almost an entirely new process, kind of, because I had never been. This is the first movie where every person in it was a hired actor. Even like super small role for the most part. There was like a friend of mine who did like something small, but everybody
Mhm.
you see on camera that talks and all is pretty much a hired actor. So there was a lot of logistics that went into this that I wasn't used to doing it my old way of where I would just kind of be with friends and we would do it when
Yeah.
we had time. This had to be more structured. So it was like I think it was 14 days we did it in over like
Mm.
maybe 5 weekends or something. I forget. And I just had everything had to be lined up. I had to have like an
Mm.
Airbnb booked at the same time that this actor was available, and hopefully it didn't rain. And there was a lot of logistics in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
But I liked working that way because it was like more professional almost. When we got there, we just banged it out.
Mm.
It was still guerrilla style. We were still doing things we shouldn't have done, but it was just
Mm.
very structured, um, more
Mm.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a gift and a curse though, because there is pieces where I'm like, man, I wish I would have had a little more time there. But sometimes
Yes.
your first instinct's your best, so it depends.
And what was it like this time around, not being a central character yourself in the film, so not
Oh,
acting in the film? But it
I
says
love.
you did mention you were the man with the black umbrella. So,
Well, not so. So I was for the ring
oh,
camera footage of the original Man with the Black Umbrella,
oh, Project
and
Eerie. Okay.
there was like two scenes in the movie that I was, but then my friend Jimmy, he's been in all the other movies. He was in Fear footage too. He was James
Oh,
and that.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, he was the astronaut creature in the he was the Amish guy,
Yes.
and he's
Yeah.
always like he's
Oh,
always my
cool.
creature. So he was the actual Man with the Black Umbrella in the movie.
And I did notice that you have a voiceover as the convenience store
Ah,
clerk.
you picked that up.
So I did recognize that. I thought maybe you were going to come on camera, but no, not
No,
this time.
I
Would you
didn't
say
want to
it's
do that, but I had to.
Oh, I see, I see. Would you say it's easier taking and not being an actor in your films? I guess that's just one more
Um,
hat that you don't have to wear.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's easier. I just don't. I would rather not be. Like, I'd rather be
I
behind the
see.
camera and trying to making sure I'm getting everything I need than to kind of be both sides. It would probably be easier if I was because I really wouldn't have to hire anyone.
Hmm.
If let's say if it was like
That's true.
just kind of be me, I could just do it at home or whatever. But I don't know if it's easier, but I don't prefer it.
Mm. I must say, I love that you are sitting in your backyard and you have smoke coming from your outdoor fire pit.
Yeah,
I
it's
keep
blowing at me.
expecting, like I said, the man with the black umbrella to appear somewhere behind you, like in the field back there.
Yeah, he might just be popping out like right over here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's see. So you've also done, well, now that you've done anthology and a single storyline format, what do you have a preference with, a preference for either format, or are they just different?
I think anthologies are a lot harder.
Oh,
Before
okay.
you need more actors. Each story needs its own set of actors. It needs its own
Mhm.
location. It's its own script. A lot. I think a lot of times they're different seasons. At least they should be, so that way they feel like they're not all filmed at the same time. So I think
Yes.
it's a lot more goes into an anthology. Um, I'm not saying I prefer one or the other, but anthologies are definitely harder. They're more time consuming for
Mm.
sure.
I would think with an anthology, each segment is like a mini movie in itself,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
why
I mean,
it's
each
so
segment needs its
so
own
difficult.
finale. Like it
Yeah.
needs to lead to its own something that's pretty big. It's going to take some type of work to get done. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
I
like
love them.
each segment has its own final act, right? The
Yeah,
three
yeah.
act structure, you've got to account for that. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
In a narrative,
Um,
you only need one of those.
True,
A lot
that makes
easier.
sense. That makes sense. Um, Gosh, I mentioned this already, but you are brilliant when it comes to creating jump scares, scary moments, especially at night in a house. You make a very innocuous home seem like the most terrifying place on earth. I've got to ask you, how do you select the houses? How do you select the environments for these scary moments? Because you definitely deliver in your new film. So
Yeah,
for the fans fans out there of your previous films are going to love the final act of this one.
I appreciate it. So I'm honored that you think all of that, but a lot of times it's basically me. I know what I need
Mhm.
for the most part, and then I'm just booking an Airbnb based on pictures off the Airbnb app that may fit it. And then when I get to these locations, like the farmhouse at the end of this or whatever it is, I kind of
Yeah,
got
yeah.
to restructure the scares because it's hard to tell in the pictures. Oh, was the staircase here? Oh, I thought it was here. Like stuff like that.
Mm.
Like in this Jill's house, uh, Ryan's sister is my friend Kev's house. So when I originally did that
Oh,
ring cam footage, it was that was taken at his house. I just went up on like a Saturday night and we filmed that. So then I let him know I was going to be doing this as a full feature. I'm like, I'm going to need your house for a night, for an entire day. I need to do some daytime stuff and then a nighttime thing. How can we make this work? So we figured it out with his wife and we made it all move around. I had actors come out there, so it was a lot of logistics just
oh,
that day.
nice.
His wife was pregnant, so we had to like put her up in a hotel so she was comfortable. There was a
You
lot
got to
of
get out of your house.
so, but he knew far in advance, so
They
it
knew.
wasn't like
Okay,
I threw
okay.
it on.
Do they
Yeah,
go through
so
and remove like family photos? Is there like a cleaning that goes through
no,
that
I mean,
process? No?
I threw some sheets over a few things like kids' toys. Like there was like a kids' kitchen set and stuff. I didn't want to have that in there because they didn't really have kids. It wasn't mentioned. I think some
Mm,
pictures we might have took down. But
okay.
like for instance, like the basement where he keeps go running to the door to go down to the basement. That's not really where the basement was. That was the bedroom. So I didn't realize that writing it. So I
Oh,
had to like cut to the basement door. Like it was pretty much what I did in the fear footage, where he would go through different doors. So it wasn't like it was hard to do,
and
but it was little
yeah.
stuff like that to where I'm like, oh shit, this won't work. So now I gotta hopefully the handle's on the same side of the door, or that's gonna be weird. It's little stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't notice it. It
Yeah,
worked
I mean it
really
worked.
well. There were definitely some vibes of the fear footage. I must say, when he's running from room to room and going through a door and coming out in a different room,
Yeah.
that's what nightmares are made of. Um, Gosh, I'm just going to leave it at that. Uh, so we talked a little bit about the villain itself, the man with the black umbrella, and what the inspiration was. But can you talk a little bit about the mask? So what I think is fantastic about the mask is we don't really see him all that much, but there's one scene where there's some sheets involved and a crack between the hanging sheets, and you do get a glimpse of this individual. No spoilers. Um, can you
You get
speak
it a little
to
later
the
in the
what's
farmhouse.
that?
There's a glimpse in the farmhouse too,
Yes,
a quick one. Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
few more, yes. So what was it like designing that? And actually that reminds me, I was on a podcast the other night and I was praising your film and the individual said, I was at a con recently and she showed a picture of the man with the black umbrella. She's like, was this it? I'm like, yeah, that's it. And she said she peeked under the umbrella and that the mask was terrifying. So I
Was that
just wanted
was
to,
she at Horror
it,
Hound? Do you know
I'm not sure. It was Pages of Horror. That's her handle on Instagram.
where's she
Um,
located?
I don't know. I forget.
Okay, it was either Horror Hound or Monster Mania. So it was either Jersey or Cincinnati.
I think I would say Jersey if I had to guess.
Okay, okay.
So was that you
Yeah, there.
or
Yeah.
that was you dressed up?
So
Oh, so cool.
yeah, it depends which one. But my friend Jimmy, he was there with me too. He wore it a little bit there. If it was Monster Mania, we both wore it there, and then at Horror Hound, it was just me. So it depends where she was, but yeah,
Mm.
it actually
I
did really well at both of those. There was a lot of intrigue. It was cool to
yes.
I think it was funny because I didn't think about this doing it, but like bringing him like yesterday, I'll put pictures up later. We did it in Times Square yesterday, and it was pretty crazy. There was a lot of
Oh my
pandemonium.
gosh.
Yeah,
Send me some
so
pictures of that if you can.
I'll put them
I'll
up in a little
I'll
bit.
edit them into our video. Okay, cool, cool.
But like so like just seeing him there, the umbrella's real low. The intrigue is people got to come in and look under it. They want to see like what is this, and that's where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, what the. So it's kind of
Yes.
cool. I never thought about that, but it's a hook to bring people in. They're like, I got to see what's under this umbrella.
Yes, and it was effective enough to make her want to take a picture, not of the
Yeah,
mask, but of
of
the
the
man with the
figure.
umbrella.
That's cool.
Yeah. So anyway, my question was, how did you come up with the design of the mask without
So
giving too much away, I suppose?
yeah, it wasn't like so there was I can't remember the company now, but they do these silicone masks, and they had one that was similar that I kind of wanted. I knew I wanted them like I don't want to
Mhm.
ruin anything, but I knew I wanted him super creepy, but distinct also. And they had one that was similar, so I kind of reached out to them and we just I kind of gave them like a sketch of basically what I wanted, and they kind of molded
Yeah.
it into that, and it just came out great. Like once we put it all on, I was like, yeah, that's perfect. But but there wasn't too much. It wasn't like I was inspired of any other. I wanted it to be
Yeah.
terrifying because I wanted it when you looked under the. I wanted to deliver. When you look under
Mm.
the when you get a glimpse from under the umbrella.
Oh, and it's perfectly timed. And in the film, you don't, like I said, you don't show too much of it, but just
Yeah, it's quick.
enough to, yeah, I don't know, just enough to stop your heart a little bit. Um, Gosh, where am I going next? Um, so for those who haven't seen your film, how would you describe it, perhaps using other movies like Alien meets Predator, but obviously
Um,
not those two films.
it's a good question. How would I describe it? I, I I don't know if I would describe it with other movies.
Okay, well, how would you,
Yeah, I
for those
just
who
feel like
haven't
it's
seen it, yeah.
yeah. I feel like it's a slow burn murder mystery that escalates into chaos. Basically,
Mm,
I wanted it to feel like a murder mystery, but then I wanted it to take a turn to where it was still a murder mystery, but a little more. The suspect was a
oh
little different
yeah,
than they expected. So, um, yeah, I just wanted it
yeah.
to kind of feel like an investigation for a good portion of it before it got where it went.
Absolutely. And I think you accomplished that. And it gets to a point where these individuals doing the investigation reach a point of no return and realize that they are in way over their
Yeah,
heads
yeah,
and there's no escape. And that's when the horrors really start to happen. Um, I want to ask how folks can watch it. But before I do that, I understand that your Blu-rays sold out, which is phenomenal.
yeah. That
Congratulations on that.
I
I'm
appreciate
sure
it.
people watching would want to know if you're going to make more and will there be more
So I
available.
I didn't originally I didn't plan on it. There was no plan, and there's still not. But I mean, there's been like
Okay.
I got a lot of messages and all people still wanting them. So I'm gonna see. Like I'll decide in like the next 2 weeks or so. Because honestly, it's getting hard. Like I used to do them all myself, but now the software I
Yeah.
was using, it's like discontinued. I can't even like use it anymore. It's getting harder and harder to make physical media, and it's getting more
Mhm.
expensive to do so. So I actually had to go
Mhm.
through a company. This is the first time I've that they printed the disc for me. I did everything else myself, the artwork and all, but I actually had
Okay.
to get them to burn the disc for me. So it's just getting more of a hassle. Like I hate that it is. If I could do it myself, I would have never did a limited batch. I would just keep them going, but I
Just keep
can't
doing it.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
Is
there's like really no. There's a few softwares you can use now, but they're getting very. A lot of companies aren't doing them anymore, and like even releasing
mm,
like Blu-ray burning software. Adobe canceled theirs. That's the one I use. That's the biggest editing software in the
oh my
world, and they
God,
were like, "We're doing away with Blu-ray burning." So if
that's
they're gonna do
tragic.
it, yeah, everyone's gonna follow suit, and it sucks because that I used Adobe Encore. It was a fantastic program, super
Hmm.
easy to use, been around for 15, 16 years, and they discontinued it completely. You can't even open it anymore.
That's so sad.
Heartbreaking. Yeah,
Um,
heartbreaking. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna
so,
do a limited batch or more yet or not.
and do the new ones come with any sort of evidence bags or something
They come with
special
some
like
things.
this
They
or
come with some.
some
There
things?
may be
Okay.
some.
Okay.
I mean, if you got the
All right.
other
Cool.
releases, there may be something.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. I can't wait to get my copy. I did
Yeah.
order one and I know you're sending something else. So thank you in advance for that.
Yep.
Will it be streaming?
Yes. Amazon Prime next Friday. So it'll be rent by on their paywall, but it'll be on Amazon Prime next Friday, 26th.
Excellent. And September 26th. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Right in time for spooky season. Kicks off spooky season.
Spooky season. Yes. Oh my God. The leaves are changing here, starting to
Yeah. Yeah.
fall. So I
Yep.
say spooky season is underway.
It's upon
Um,
us.
yes. So congratulations on The Man with the Black Umbrella. It's amazing. I loved it. My next question for you is what's next? Or is it too soon? Do you have
Uh,
plans for your sixth movie?
it's crazy that I did 5 of these. I did the fear footage and had no idea that there would be, you know what I mean? I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, but at least
Well,
I
you're
know how to do
killing
it
it
now.
if you ask me.
I hear you, but it's strange that I don't even think about like, oh yeah, I did 5 movies. I just do them, and it's just like
Hmm.
you stay busy enough, you don't realize what you're doing. It's kind of how it works.
Yeah,
Um, but honestly, I would like to do a sequel to this. So let's hope this does well. I think this is
that was my
I
next
think
question.
yeah, I
Mhm.
think this could parlay into something, on a small scale, found footage type of maybe a new trilogy, something like that. But
Yeah,
I think there's
absolutely.
something here.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you could do. A trilogy would be fantastic. You could even maybe try like an anthology spin
Yeah, yeah.
on, not that I'm have any sway, but just thinking out loud, an anthology spin of The Man, the Black Umbrella. Count me in. That would be fantastic. Let's see. I sort of have a fun question. I didn't give you any warning about this. What are your favorite movies of 2025 so far?
Oh man,
Uh,
I'm so behind.
Other
I'm so
than
behind
yours.
on
Oh,
movies.
okay, okay.
I don't even
Fair
think
enough.
I've seen anything. Let me think if I've even seen. I'm so behind.
What's good?
Um,
Weapons? Have you seen that?
I
Or
didn't see Weapons. Nope. I want to.
Sinners was great.
Nope. Didn't see it.
Um,
Want to.
mm,
Um, like
Let me
Long
think.
Legs. Still hadn't seen Long Legs. Want to.
So your
Um,
list is growing. I can add a
y-
few more. There's a new one called Halloween that's out, like
okay.
Hello. It's
Okay.
a British film. It's very good. It's
All
excellent.
right. I love the
Um,
title.
and Night of the Reaper by
I
Brandon
I've seen things
Christensen.
for that. Yeah, that looks good. She's on Shutter, right?
It just dropped on Shudder.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also did the Superhost and Puppet Man. So
Okay.
he's done a lot of Shudder originals. So
Yeah,
that's a good one to
I'm
check
so
out.
behind. I hate. I used to be like on movies, but then it's weird. Once I started kind of making them, watching them kind of fell to the back because I don't.
Oh, of
It's a
course.
full.
Yeah.
It's a full time job doing this for the most part.
Mhm,
I have a
mhm.
job, but it's a lot to it. So I got a 6-year-old too. I got to pick and choose what I say. Now I'm watching like
It's a lot.
Garfield. It's like Garfield, Clifford the Big Red Dog, Arthur.
Very, very different. Very different. Yes. Well, I'm glad you are focusing on making movies, and I will just keep recommending movies and sending them your way. So
Yeah,
your list will just keep growing.
I'm trying
Keep
to think.
growing.
I know there's something that I want to see that's coming out. But I feel like there was some found footage stuff that I missed. But I don't know what's new.
Oh
Oh,
gosh,
I'm
I'm
so
drawing a
behind.
blank too. Let me see what
Yeah,
I've got. If I
I
have
know
anything in
there's
my notes.
because I'm usually if there's anything I'm gonna say, it's gonna be like obscure stuff, like some
Hmm,
rare House on Eden. Do you know? Did you see House on Eden? Do you know what I'm
I
talking
did
about?
not. No,
Okay,
but
me
I
neither.
know.
But that was one that I was like, okay, I want to see this. It was like I like obscure, smaller stuff that most people don't really want to see. That's usually what attracts me. But yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I'm looking through. There's a new Tahoe Joe film. Tahoe Joe 3 came out. That's fun.
Yeah, I know
Um,
that's coming out.
There's another film called Fox Hollow, which I
No.
believe is a Welsh film. It's like a found footage Bigfoot movie.
Okay.
It's actually really good. I'm
Yeah.
trying to see if I have any other. I think that might be it for found footage, at least that I can think of at the moment. Um, Excellent. Well, let's see. Like I said,
Yep.
I'll keep sending movie recs your way
Yep.
through Instagram. So
There'll be
stay
a point
tuned.
where I get to them all. Did you see Weapons?
Yes, I did.
It
It
was
was
good.
excellent. I
Yeah.
really
Okay.
liked it. Yeah, and it's told in like
Oh, you know what
segments.
I do want to see? The Long Walk.
I saw that. Yes,
Was it
that's
good?
great. It's great.
Yeah.
It's more of a drama, kind of
I'm
like
okay
a
with that. It's
tear jerker at moments.
Oh, my wife loved those. I love Stephen King storytelling, so I know it's just I already kind of know what to
Yeah,
expect. But yeah, I do want to see The Long Walk. That's one I really
it's
want to see.
brutal. Great
Yeah.
cast.
I love the
Definitely one
premise.
to
So
see.
simple.
Yeah,
And that's like an old story from like
yeah,
72
the
or
late
something even.
'70s
Yeah,
or
yeah.
mid '70s. Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
maybe the
that.
mid, you're right.
I didn't realize it was that old either. I thought it was more like in the last 10 years.
Yeah, that's an old one.
Anyway, we digress.
Yeah,
Congratulations one more time on The Man with the Black Umbrella, on all of your films. I still push the Fear Footage trilogy whenever I get the
I
opportunity.
appreciate it.
So I'm a huge fan, man. So awesome to chat with you again. And like I said before we started recording, um, I like to do a this or that segment where I ask you two things. You just pick one or the other. It's usually kind of fun, and in most cases, there's no right or wrong answer. So
Sounds
if
good.
you're ready, let's jump right into it. Let's see. The first one I have is Grave Encounters 2011 or The Tunnel, also from 2011.
Grave Encounters.
Yeah, that's good. I do love that
Yeah.
film.
Grave Encounters
Um,
is maybe top 5 found footage movies ever.
Yeah, the Vicious Brothers killed it with that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Would you rather read a book or listen to an audiobook?
Read a book.
Yeah, me too. There's something like an actual physical book and turn the
Listening
pages.
makes me more tired than actually reading it myself because I got to put work in then.
Yeah. Oh my
Keeps
God.
me
Yeah,
up.
it puts me right to sleep too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. More found footage here. Hell House LLC or The House is October Built?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Mm. I'm gonna go Hell House LLC, but they're both
Yeah,
fantastic. I think
they're
Houses
both good.
October's build is very underrated. That doesn't get mentioned
It's
enough.
so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it
so
is.
good, so good. I watch both of those every spooky season, so
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
be
yeah. That's a
rewatching
good
them.
one.
Rewatching them very soon.
Yeah,
Okay, another kind of fun one here. Potato chips or chocolate bars?
potato chips.
Yeah, I'm with you on
Yeah, yeah.
that. Let's see. Where am I here? Um, oh, candy here. Kit Kats or Reese's peanut butter cups?
Man, that's a good one. So it's weird for me. Kit Kats, I put in the freezer, and
Mm,
frozen Kit Kat tastes like Halloween to me. I don't know why. So I'm gonna take Kit Kat. But they're both
yeah,
fantastic. I mean, Reese's
I've
peanut butter is so good, but there's something about a cold Kit Kat. It just tastes like Halloween. I don't know if maybe I
ne
had one when I was a kid and it just stuck.
I've never done that. I'm gonna try that this year.
It's
I do
amazing.
love Charleston Chews frozen. I don't know if you've ever
Okay,
done that.
I've never done that.
Yeah, that's so good because they're like crunchy and then they immediately turn to like taffy kind of. Anyway,
Okay. And
let's see. The last,
also, wait,
yeah.
the Halloween Kit Kat, the green one, it's like the witch. I don't know what's in
Mm.
it. It's amazing. So get that one and put it in the freezer, change your life.
Oh my gosh, I'm always
Yeah.
looking to change my life. So there you have it. There you have it, man. Let's see. Troll Hunter 2010 or Cloverfield 2008.
I haven't seen either in a long time. I'm going to Troll Hunter though.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
Troll
one.
Hunter, that was a good one.
The giant trolls, unexpected. Would you rather spend the night in the Abaddon Hotel or the Overlook Hotel?
Um, it depends what I'm spending the night for. I would I
Mm,
would say the Overlook. Just
yeah,
it's a bigger hotel. It's got more to do. I can crochet, or if it's snowing, I'll go skiing.
yeah,
I'm looking at it as a vacation on both sides. I think there's more to do at the Overlook.
right. There's a maze you can get
Yeah,
lost in. There's
there's the
so
head. Yep.
much.
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
much, and
Labyrinth.
I
It's
feel
a
like
labyrinth, right?
yeah, I feel like the chances of surviving the Overlook Hotel are greater than
Yeah.
the Abaddon Hotel.
A
I
lot
think
more places to hide and run.
you're
Yeah.
just doomed if you stay
Yeah.
there. Um, let's see. Hopefully you've seen these films As Above, So Below 2014 or Gonjiam, The Haunted Asylum 2018.
I actually haven't seen Ganja, but I own it on Blu-ray. So I'm gonna go as above, so below, just by default.
Yeah,
But I own Ganja. I just have never seen it. Is it good?
it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. I owned it forever and then I finally watched it. Damn, watch it with the lights
Yeah.
out. I
Yeah.
think you'll
Yeah. Oh,
really
I know
like
the
it.
drill. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard it
Yes.
was creepy.
Yeah, it's really good. Very effective. Okay, three more. Overlord from 2018 or Frankenstein's Army from 2013.
I never seen Overlord, so I'm gonna go Frankenstein's Army because that's another underrated found footage movie. That was fantastic. That caught
Yes.
me by
Oh
surprise.
my gosh, yeah, the final act in that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Overlord's
that's
great
a good one. There's
too.
a lot went into that.
Yeah, I think they're both like World War II themed, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Set
yeah.
in it. Yeah, so
Great
Overlord is
premise for a
similar.
found footage movie.
Hmm. Overlord, I think, could have done more in the end, but it's still good. Okay, two
Yeah, I
more
didn't see
here.
that.
Check it out. It's worth seeing, I think, at least once. Uh, some classics: The Blair Witch Project, 1999, or Paranormal
That one.
Activity from 2007.
Oh god damn, you really doubled it up. You went 1-2. That's 1-2 all time right there.
Of course, yeah.
I'm still
Still,
gonna go Blair Witch Project, but man, that was
yeah,
I thought that would be like a no
yes,
contest, but Paranormal Activity gave it a run for its money.
yeah, for sure. Oh my
So yeah,
gosh,
I'll
yeah,
go
that
Blair
was
Witch.
shocking. Yeah, I like that. I was at a TerraCon recently, and I got to meet Heather Donahue and Michael Williams from the first Blair
Okay.
Witch Project. And that was
Yeah,
surreal
that's
to
awesome.
see them in person.
Yeah.
Okay, last one here. The Jaws franchise or the Halloween franchise. So all the
Halloween.
films. Halloween.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Halloween. Look at your t-shirt. You answered your own question.
Oh, of course. Isn't this cool? I just got it in Salem yesterday at this tattoo
Oh, that's
shop.
awesome.
They have the
Oh, you
coolest.
already went to
Or
Salem?
I did. I went to a screening at Cinema Salem yesterday. And it's
Oh,
already
fantastic.
mid-September. It's already a zoo there. But it was a lot
Really?
of fun. A lot of fun. They had the streets
Yeah.
shut down.
I
And
still have not done Salem. I gotta get up there.
oh, you must. And if you do, let me
I know.
know. Meet up
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
beer or
yeah.
something. Yeah, that would be
Absolutely.
cool.
Yeah.
And maybe you could talk to Cinema Salem about screening one of your films. That would be unreal.
That'd be
So
awesome. So they used to do, didn't they used to do like Salem Horror Fest there, a film festival? Or do they still?
I think there is still a horror film festival. I'm not sure if it's through Cinema Salem, but they definitely do
Okay, maybe it's not. Okay.
a film festival. Because last year they had Linnea Quigley, I think, came as like
Okay.
the key speaker and the big guest that they had. Um, but
Well,
yeah,
now.
it was cool. Well, Ricky, thank you so much for chatting with me today. Congratulations one last time on The Man with the Black Umbrella. It's fantastic. If you're watching and you haven't seen it, make sure to check out his new film. And congratulations on all of your other films as well. It's
I
always a
appreciate it.
pleasure to chat with you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for always inviting me on and showing support. I appreciate it.
Oh, for sure, for sure. My very last question for you is how can folks find you on social media if you want to be found?
At the fear footage. The fear footage is all of them, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, TikTok.
Mhm.
They're all the same. The fear footage.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes. And that's how we've connected. I will flash that on the screen. If you are watching, like and subscribe because it helps my channel. And Ricky, thank you again one last time.
All right, man. Good seeing you.
Yeah, of course. All right. Bye, everyone.